I can see you sending a text. Worry less, I'll reply later. But meanwhile, tap, 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 tap the screen. See, when I was a kid in nursery school, my parents asked me, Frank, what do you want to be when you grow up? I told them I want to be a pastor. They laughed and asked me, Frank, how will you be able to save people if you can't save yourself or even save money? Later, when my friends asked me what I want to be when I grow up, I told them I want to plant words on trees that will give pause, and those pause will give rise to poetries forming poetry. So how do you feel living in a system that is adequate? Now, let me just add a quote. A system that hurts, a system that is hurt, a system that is in my heart, a system that is art, a system that is talent, a system that is poetry. So allow me tell you words that you'll keep thinking of, not on a Monday, not on a Tuesday, not on a Wednesday, not on a Thursday day, but even on a sunny day. But meanwhile, tap, 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 tap the screen. So I came to campus not as a pastor but as a planter. Some refer to me as a comrade with dreams taller than the hostel buildings and pockets lighter than my timetable. I realize comrade life is not aesthetic. It is survival in capital letters. It is waking up to missed calls from home where uko sawa really means we don't have much, but at least we are trying. Comrade life is skipping meals so your roommate doesn't notice. Kuinama ni lazima na kugongewa na njaa wanga ni constant. Comrade life is help delays that feels like heartbreak. Fee balances that follows you like shadows in the sunset. It is seeing opportunities pass like wind without connections of reaching them. Making some comrades to break. Some comrades bend. Some disappear into addiction, into depression, into silence. Alcohol becomes liquid courage. Weed and marijuana becomes borrowed happiness, and crime becomes hustle. Not forgetting peer pressure. Peer pressure is louder than lectures. Bro, Frank, sujaribu to once, but once becomes twice, twice becomes daily, daily becomes weekly, weekly becomes a habit becomes a lifestyle, and lifestyle becomes an obituary. And the system? A system that tells us education is the key but forgets to show us which door it opens. A system that lines up talent behind nepotism. You either harden your heart or lose yourself. But for me, I chose ink. When others chose bottles of alcohol, I chose verses. When they chose to smoke weed and marijuana, I chose stages. I wrote through hunger. I wrote through rejection. I wrote when anxiety tried sitting on my chest, and slowly the same words I planted as trees became microphones. The same poems written in dim hostel lights found brighter stages. But meanwhile, tap, 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 tap the screen. So poetry took me from corridors of doubt to auditorium of applause. It kept my hands busy so I never touched drugs. It kept my spirit loud so I never entertained crime. It kept my mind sharp so peer pressure sounded small. While others were busy escaping reality, I was busy rewriting it. Because I realized the comrade can be broke but rich in voice. And when the system is crooked, then let my poetry stand straight. And if the society forgets about me, then let my poems remind them I am proof that a pen can rescue a boy before the streets rename him. Before hunger changes his morals. Before pressure changes his circle. Before the streets convinces him that crime is faster than patience. But meanwhile, tap, 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 tap the screen. And that is why I'm here today. I'm a bold storyteller in a digital stage, earning through the digital network. But again, I was there. I saw others drink alcohol to forget stress. I saw others smoke weed and marijuana to escape reality. But for me, when the streets opened their arms for me, I opened my notebook. When peer pressure told me, Frank, just try once, I tried writing instead. Because poetry gave me discipline. Poetry gave me a voice. Poetry gave me direction. Because it is in my blood, cockroaching through my veins. It is a filler. It cements the pieces in my stream. It is a voice, only heard through the inner voice. It is a dream, a vision that appears under full moon. It is in my DNA. It is poetry time.